If you've ever tried to find and replace text inside a PDF from C# code, you know the pain. Most PDF libraries, IronPDF, Aspose, Spire, take a destructive approach. Exis.PdfEditor takes a fundamentally different approach. It parses the PDF content stream directly and performs surgical in-place edits. The output is byte for byte identical to the original, except for exactly what you changed. Forms stay intact, signatures remain valid, and the entire library is under 600 KB with zero native dependencies. In this video, I'll walk you through the library using our open source demo applications, starting with Text Find Replace, the flagship feature, and then a quick tour of everything else. Here I have a simple console app, brand new from scratch in my Visual Studio Code. Getting started takes just one command. I'm going to add the Exis.PdfEditor package. That's it. No native binaries to configure, no runtime installers, no platform-specific packages. It works on .NET 8, 9, and 10, Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. One package, every platform. For the trial, you just call exislicense.initialize with no key. You get 14 days of full functionality. After that, it's $499 per developer per year. Let's start with the simplest case. I have a PDF contract that says Acme Corporation and I need to change it to Globex Industries. Here's the code. That's it, 3 lines. The result object tells you how many occurrences were replaced and how many pages were modified. Let me run this. I'm going to go ahead and hit F5 in my Visual Studio Code, and it'll go through the motions of compiling it and running it. And after it's done, you'll see that it replaced 2 occurrences of Acme Corporation and replaced them with Globex Industries. Let's take a look at the result. Let's look at output side by side. This is my original document. It has Acme Corporation twice. It has it in the title, and it also has it in the Make Checks Payable too. And this is the result that after we updated the Acme Corporation to Globex Industries, you'll see that Globex Industries appears here and also down here, making it 2 replacements. Of course, in the real world, we might need to make multiple replacements on the same document. Here's our original document again with Acme Corporation, but notice it has placeholders for recipient name, company name, address, phone number. Let's see if we can use the PdfBatchE editor library to replace all of them at the same time. So real-world documents usually need multiple replacements at once. That's what FindReplacePair arrays are for. Here's the code for you. All 4 placeholders are replaced in a single pass through the document. This is how you template invoice, contracts, letters, any document with placeholder tokens. Once again, in real time, I'm going to hit the F5 on my Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to run all 4 replacements, and at the end, it shows us that we've made 10 replacements, and let's take a look at the result. Again, this is our original document with recipient name placeholder and other placeholders that you see here, and I replaced the 4 of them. So you can see that I replaced the name, the company name, the address, and the phone number. All are replaced in one go using the array method. For pattern-based replacements, you can use full .NET regex. Here I'm finding all email addresses in the document and replacing them with a redacted placeholder. Let's take a look at the output. So essentially I went backwards. In my original document, I had an actual email address, and I went and replaced it with a placeholder using the code that I showed you earlier. And this is the result. Here is my redacted email. This found and replaced the email address in the document. You can use any .NET regex pattern, social security numbers, phone numbers, dates, reference codes, anything you can express as a pattern. When the replacement text is longer than the original, you need text fitting. The adaptive mode automatically scales the font or adjusts horizontal spacing to fit the replacement into the same space. After you run it, this is what it looks like. This is our original example. The phone number that we replaced for the placeholder was longer than there was space for that same font size, so it reduced the font size slightly to fit it in that exact same location. You can also style replacements with colors and highlights. Red text with yellow highlight, great for review markup. And you can also scope replacements to specific pages if you only want to change page 1 but leave page 2 untouched. Let's take a look at the result of this replacement. After we run the process on our original document, here is the result. We have the address, the phone number, the name, the company name, all in red font and highlighted in yellow. Looks great. Find and replace is where most people start, but the library does much more. Let me show you the console's demos menu. 13 features in total, all from that same sub 600 kilobyte package. You can download the sample code from GitHub link in the description. Let me run this for you. We have merge and split, combine multiple PDFs into one, or split a large PDF into individual pages or chunks. Form filling, read form fields, names, and types, fill them programmatically, and optionally flatten to lock in the values. Redaction, permanently remove sensitive text by pattern. This isn't visual masking. The text is destroyed in the content stream. Great for HIPAA and GDPR compliance. Digital signatures, sign PDF with a X.509 certificates and verify existing signatures. Available on .NET 8 and above. PDF Builder, create documents from scratch with Fluent API. Text, images, shapes, tables, headers, footers, automatic pagination. Optimization, compress streams, downsample images, remove duplicate objects. The aggressive profile typically reduces file size by 40 to 70%. PDFA compliance. Validate documents against archival standards and convert to PDF/A. Validation is free, no license required. Every one of these features has full async support with cancellation token and scalable server-side processing. The console app is the most comprehensive demo, all 13 features in about 2,000 lines of code. But we also have WPF and WinForms Demo applications that show how to integrate the library into desktop UIs. Here is the WPF app. It has a tabbed interface with Find and Replace, Form Filling, Merge, and PDF Viewing. Same library underneath, just different presentation layer. And last but very much not least, the WinForms app. Classic Windows forms with drag and drop. If you're maintaining a legacy application, the library works just as well here. All 3 demo projects are open source on GitHub. Clone the repo, build, and run. Everything works out of the box. Link in the description. To recap, Exis.PdfEditor is a .NET library for PDF manipulation that directly edits content streams instead of destroying and rebuilding. It preserves forms, signatures, and spacing. It's under 600 KB with 0 dependencies. It runs on .NET 8, 9, and 10 across Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Install it with .NET Add Package Exis.PdfEditor. The 14-day trial is fully featured, no credit card, no registration. Pricing is at $499 per developer per year. All the demo code you saw today is on GitHub at github.com/exis.pdfeditor-samples. The developer page with documentation and purchase options is at PdfBatchEditor.com/developers. If you're not a developer and just want a desktop app that does all of this with a GUI, check out PdfBatchEditor. That's what powers our desktop product. Link in the description. Thank you for watching.